a short video session on applying the power of influence and persuasion to copywriting. Specifically, we're going to talk about applying the power of liking to your persuasive writing and copywriting projects. So there's three ways I've come up with kind of applications of liking and how you can apply them to copywriting. But before we get into that, influence and persuasion is basically how you can communicate more effectively to influence the decisions of others. And the power of liking is basically saying that, for example, if you go and 2 or 3 houses and you're looking to buy a house, and one of the houses currently has a family in it that has the same number of kids as you, maybe they have 1 dog and you have 1 dog, maybe they're even in the house and you get to meet them, and they're very likable people and very friendly, and you see them as similar to yourselves, and they love living in that house, but now they have to move for some reason. You're much more likely to buy that house because you see somebody similar to yourself, someone that's likable, and just influences your decision much more. So we need to convert that example into how to use this in persuasive writing, and there's a few different ways. The first way is to be very educational in your writing. If you provide value first, you're going to create a sense of reciprocation, and that person's going to feel like saying the word thank you in their head as they get a great piece of advice from you. And if you focus on providing that advice in the language that they're used to speaking to themselves in their head or to their friends in real life, then that'll also help a lot. So when you're doing your educational marketing, try to pay attention to your customer avatar, what type of stereotypes, opinions, environments they live in. And if they're very crunched for time, then you can write in short sentences and talk about how they don't have much time at all, and it's going to be very fast and painless, and try to get inside the mind of your customer before writing your copywriting. The second thing is to write more casually. Lots of copywriters in more sophisticated markets, business or law, pharmaceuticals, try to be very sophisticated with their writing, and it's fine if you use some of the words that have to be used within the pharmaceutical industry. You can't get around using some 8-syllable names of drugs or diseases, but beyond that, even doctors that have 2 PhDs still talk to their friends in a casual manner most of the time. And so if you want to appear friendly and you want to enact the power of liking, you have to speak somewhat casually within your writing and not be too serious or too stodgy in how you write things, even if you're within one of those more stodgy type markets like business to business or pharmaceuticals. Another thing you could be doing is looking at your customer avatar, maybe even speaking with your customers in person, and take notes of the words they use most often, and have like a 1-page cheat sheet of their most common words that they use while talking about their subject matter. So that might be time, it might be productivity, it might be process improvement, but pay attention to all those words they use most often, and in that way you'll have kind of a power word sheet for your customer avatar, and you'll be able to constantly develop that, refine that, and when you're writing copy, inject as many of those words as possible. And by doing that, you're kind of talking about things from their side of the table instead of talking from your position as this large company, or a company that's trying to seem large, selling them this great product or service. Instead, you can talk to them within their own language, and it'll connect with them on a much deeper level. And if you have a personable kind of nature to your writing, or a picture of who wrote the sales letter, then all that combined is going to make the power of liking much more powerful within your copywriting. So I hope you enjoyed this short video on applying the power of liking to copywriting. The 3 ideas were to be very educational, casual, and then develop kind of a power word sheet for your customer avatar. And I just want to thank you for joining us today. This is businesstraining.com, where you can double your qualifications to boost your compensation.